Hey folks, hope you're having a wonderful day. So, we had the Disney Chrome come out a few weeks ago, and those were fun, but frustrating, especially how expensive they were, and to have the number of print lines and stuff like that. But they've released something else. It's more of a paper product. It's the Disney Wonder. Uh, I wasn't sure if I was going to buy any or and open any, but I was at a GameStop and they had these for $40, and I was like, I'm not sure. But then I went to my local card shop and they had them for $35, and I went, you know what? I wanted to support my local business, and I figured I'd buy one and share the experience with you guys. Um, the blaster boxes I think are 25, and I think the bigger ones are like 100 or so. I didn't want to spend $100, and I think I've seen some value packs sitting out in the wild. They're like $7 or $8, and I figured, you know what, for my one shot into the Disney Wonder product, I'll open this one for a cheap $35. So that's why we are here. I guess this is the official Winter Mega Box, where we're gonna find 3 exclusive Frozen characters. Which is strange because only 2 of the characters on the cover are from Frozen, and then we have Cinderella for some reason. Don't know why, but you know what? I'm not. That's part of above my pay range. From the folks at Tops, somebody from marketing said, you know what, we need to throw one more character on there. But we have Beauty and the Beast on the side, all the legal stuff, and then here we have Rapunzel, and I forget that dude's name. So we're gonna open this up. Hopefully, get something halfway decent. I honestly don't know if there's any. Oh, I guess there is a chance to get limited autographs and sketch cards, so that's pretty cool. Something to try and look forward to. Because I wasn't 100% sure. Looks like we have 15 cards per pack for and wait, I'm sorry, 15 packs and 4 cards per pack. So 60 cards. So for $35, this wasn't too bad. The guy at my LCS, he didn't seem too excited for having these, and he said they weren't really moving all that well off the shelf. So not as much as like the Disney product, the Chrome product was. So yeah, probably why he was selling them a little bit cheaper. And I guess Tops, it's kind of sketchy the way they do things. They say, hey, if you want one product, you have to buy the other. So, but that's not news. I think everybody kind of knows how Tops does what they do. So I'm not breaking any news here. So not like what we heard about the NBA, but we're this is not that video. So we're gonna open up some Disney cards. Hopefully we get something cool, and then we'll move it on. All right, let's get started. If you like what you see, hit that like button, and if you want to help out the channel, hit that subscribe. Trying to hit 500 before the end of the year. So if you can help me out, that'd be much appreciated. All right, let's get to it. We have Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Pea, Mushu from Mulan, Marshmallow from Frozen. That's pretty cool. And then we have Hera from Hercules. Hercules. Bless my soul, Herc is on a roll. I like that movie. We went to a special screening back in, I think it was 97, where you had to buy these special tickets from the Disney store. And each ticket had like a special pin or something like that. I think we lost the pins over the years, but still, it was a whole lot of fun. Li Shang from Mulan. And then it looks like we have I don't know, some type of card. Maximus. Is this from... I want to... I can't remember what movie these are from. Tangled, that was it. Yeah, he was hell bent on catching the dude, and the corner's kind of ding there, but that's all right. Now we have Season's Greetings from Belle, and then we have Zeus. Man, Two Hercules cards and two packs. I think he was voiced by what? Rip Torn? Alright. Let's keep it going. We have Snow White. Oh, a couple of dings there on the bottom. Anyway, Prince Philip. And then we have Ursula. She wants nothing but your voice. Will o' the Wisps. And that's Pixar, so that must be like... Not sure what movie that one's from. I'll admit, I haven't seen like a Pixar movie in years. I've missed all of the most recent ones. I gotta catch up on those. Alright, Kristoff from Frozen. Then we have Hercules, the man himself. And it looks like we have a sticker card of Anna from Frozen. And then we have Grandmother Willow. I think that's from Pocahontas, isn't it? Yep. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Then we have the Beast. Anastasia Tremaine. And then Anna. Okay, well. And then we have Happy. The dwarf. He's a dwarf. Then we have Gaston. A very blurry Gaston. Let's get some focus in here. We gotta look at the man. Everybody likes Gaston. Except for my camera. Well, fine. We'll just do a close-up. And we have more chores for Snow White. I know, Cinderella, sorry. I'm sorry. Ray. Ooh, that's all. What everybody had Cajun accent. I know I have a worse Cajun accent. Sorry. Then we have Sneezy. And then at this time of year, everybody in my office is sneezing. Myself included. Mirabelle. And I have a question. If anybody has ever seen Encanto, at the end of the movie, she still has no powers. I mean, we're going to spoiler territory, but the movie's been out for years. She still has no powers, so does she still sleep in the kids' room? I'm just, cause at the age of 8, when you get powers, you get like your own room. Well, she still doesn't. So I'm like, that was the question I asked at the end of the movie. I'm like, nothing happened. She still has no power. Marita from Brave. Then we have Ariel, daughter of Triton. And then we have Monstro from Pinocchio. I think that was my biggest annoyance with the movie, with Encanto. I've watched that movie like 10 times. I like the music, I like the colors and everything. But at the end of the movie, I'm like, nothing happened. We're back to where we were. Except for, Bruno. People talk about Bruno now. Rapunzel. Season's greetings from The Mermaid Lagoon. And then I guess another season's greetings from, what was it, Merida, but very, not as colorful. So, I don't know, that was weird. And then we have Scuttle. Alright, Mad Hatter. Then we have Captain Hook. Bruni. And then we have March Hare. As opposed to April Hare. Alright. We have Julieta. I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with this character. Aladdin, little street rat. Flit and Miko from Pocahontas. And then we have Abu, so we got Abu and Aladdin in the same pack. All we needed was Jasmine and Jafar. That would have been a pretty epic pack. Alright, Governor Ratcliffe, Pocahontas, Pinocchio, not Pocahontas. Then we have some type of Prince Eric's castle. Apparently Prince Eric's castle gets his own card. Then we have Jack and Gus. What was that? Cinderella. In all honesty, I think these cards could have been $20 for this mega box. King Magnifico. Maleficent. And then we have a sticker of Aladdin. And then we have Sleepy. Oh, yeah, only one I open. Alright, 3 packs to go. Alright, Sisu. Then we have Hans. And Eric. And then the King. Like, what's his name? The King. but what was he before he was the King? The King. Alright, 2 packs to go. This has been fun. This has been okay. Alright, Merryweather. Oh, Sleeping Beauty, right? And then we have the White Rabbit and whatever variation this is. Then we have Season's Greetings from Raya. And then we have Dopey. Alright. Last pack. Hope for something really cool. If not, this rip has been okay. I'm not gonna hate on it too much. It served its purpose. Alright. Jiminy Cricket. Then we have the Grand Duke. And then we have the Evil Queen. And then end things off with Chip. And if I remember correctly, the kid who voiced him ended up seeing ghosts several years later with Bruce Willis. Was that Haley Joel Osment? I think that's the guy's name. He played a young Forrest Gump as well. How do I know these things? I don't know. They just pop into my head. But I believe that's the case. Somebody can look it up and correct me if I'm wrong. But all in all, you know what? It wasn't too bad. But in all honesty, I think even though I paid a smaller price of $35, I think this was still a little too much. And paying $40 at GameStop would have been absolutely criminal. I think this mega box at most should have been $30. Is it a fun rip? It is absolutely a fun rip. Especially if you're a Disney fan and if you've watched, the Disney movies and shows. I presume these are movies only because, we didn't see anything in here like Phineas and Ferb or anything like that. But still, I mean, if you want, kids to get into this, you have the fat packs, if you will, that are $8, and the blaster packs that are $25. But since this is a paper product, in all honesty, I think the blaster boxes should be no more than $20, and the fat packs maybe $5, so kids can get into it and have some fun. Yeah, it's a little pricey in my opinion, because I honestly felt that the chromes were a little bit too expensive as well. But that's just me. That's my opinion. But tell me, guys, what did you guys think? I think it's a halfway decent product, just a little bit expensive. But tell me what you guys think. What do you think of the price of these products? And if you've purchased any, and if you found anything worthwhile, let me know. I think it would be cool to find out. Guys, thanks so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. It's been a decent rip. And if you like what you saw, hit that like button. And if you want to see more, by all means, hit subscribe. Help the channel hit 500 before the end of the year. And catch you guys later.